What's up guys, and if you might notice, I have a new chair. That is because gaming chairs are evolving. No longer are they those faux leather, overpriced, unergonomic pieces of This Asus Destrier chair piqued my interest because it was highly rated. It didn't look like other gaming chairs, none of that faux leather, overpriced junk, but instead it looked like something a company like Herman Miller would come out with. So I've been using it for the past month to see if gaming chairs have evolved enough. The chair comes in a box for you to assemble when it's delivered. That's the nice thing about Herman Miller chairs though, is that they come in this huge box to your doorstep and it just rolls out of the box pre-made. But this is a little bit taller than those, so I can see why they went with this route. And you know, not all companies are doing that. Even like IKEA, you got to put together their chairs. So assembly was actually pretty easy, putting together the seating, the legs, and upward up to the headrest. Just make sure you tighten everything. My left armrest was a little loose after assembly and still kind of is. I need to go back and change that. Now, once you put all that together, I'll admit it's a nice looking chair. It's modern, but gamery, but sophisticated all at the same time due to the mesh. To adjust the chair, you'll find the depth and the tilt lock on the left side and the height on the right side, as well as a tension adjuster for the lean and tilt. So the chair can be locked at multiple different levels. I've had some gaming chairs in the past be able to go like fully flat like a bed, but this one just kind of goes about right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's about right there. This is going to give you enough of an angle to relax and things like that when you're not gaming. That's something that I was missing with the InBody. That is like a task chair where you're just upright all the time. Given that it works with your body, you can tilt back a little bit, but you know, it's not that like relaxing recliner chair that, you know, sometimes I crave for. So on the left side, you're gonna have the seat depth. I find this lever to be a little hard to kind of go back and forth in. It takes some like a good amount of pressure to move it back and forth. Usually in like other chairs that I've tried before, it's just a nice like smooth back and forth. This is really jerky and not very intuitive. The armrests on this chair are something special. Now this is my favorite part of the chair. They don't go in and out like widthwise, but they do go up and down, and you can do a full 360 with them with the inside button. Now this is the first chair where I really felt like I can get the armrest in the perfect position. The armrests have these little bumps with extra cushioning to them, which is nice. You can definitely arm aim with this chair. If you have them lateral, you can move the chair even closer. So what I mean by that is if you turn it like this, hold on, like this, where it's like a flat line, think about that. You can go right up to your desk and play super close. It's so nice. In other chairs, you have to slide your armrest like as much as possible backwards, and still it might bump up against the desk, or you might have to try to put your desk above the armrest so that, you know, they don't bump against your desk, but then you lose that armrest ability. I like that you can still have that armrest ability and still game, right? And be up against your desk. It's so nice. I've tried the Herman Miller Aeron. My main chair is the InBody, and these armrests are superior to both of those for gaming. The lumbar support is great, but can be uncomfortable if it's in the wrong position. Now I'm not used to having one with the InBody, so it took me a bit of time to find the position that worked best for me and my posture. And once I did that, it was a thing of beauty. This thing is so supportive and so comfortable with the back mesh. And also they have these little screws on the back, which you'll notice, which can also adjust the tension and give you just the right amount of pressure for your back. So I was finding it a little bit too tight, so I loosened it a bit, and now it's perfect. The thing I was actually looking forward to the most was finally having a headrest. So nice. That is because the InBody doesn't have one. You have to buy a third-party one that just came out and it's back ordered. So I thought, you know what, I need a new headrest. It can move up and down and in and out, but because there isn't a lock on it, while you're moving and resting on it, it can move. Now, in the next version, there definitely needs to be some type of locking mechanism here. I just don't like it. Like, I'll be resting and then all of a sudden it just kind of like snaps into a different position. I get jarred and I can't sleep. So I'm always worried about it like snapping on me while I'm sleeping. This was definitely a miss. I wish this was implemented better. Like I said, some sort of just lock there would have been nice. There's also these acoustic panels, which helps with listening to music, I guess. It kind of adds to that overall, you know, gaming look and experience. you know? So hey, it's like any reason to put this little wing on, right, to make it look like a racing seat. But hey, it kind of looks cool. I'm not mad at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. The wheels also roll very nicely on the ground, even in high pill carpet. Now back to the seating. Seating does take a while to break in, especially near the knee area. The mesh hasn't sagged since I've gotten it, but it has broken in just enough to conform to how I sit in the chair. Now it doesn't compare to the in-body seat. In fact, no seat compares to that or comes close. I've gotten so used to it that I didn't realize just how good it is until trying another chair like this one. Definitely missed it this past month. The mesh is a little rough on the skin and will catch on your clothes when sitting, so it can be hard to readjust just how you're sitting. And like I said, that seat depth, it's really hard to adjust it. The seat is nice and roomy if you do have a dump truck that you need to sit on it. This chair is great, but it's not an all-day chair like the in-body. I can sit and work in the in-body for hours and not be fatigued at all. Here, I need to take a break from time to time, which is, I guess, what you're supposed to do, but the in-body is just different. Now, when you tilt back, I don't like the gap near the back of the chair or back of the seat. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable if you sit all the way back and recline. So you have to kind of sit forward and then sit forward and then lean back. Don't like scoot your butt back into that little gap. It's just not comfortable. Once you get that in-body dialed in, it doesn't get any better than that, right? Now for reference for this video, I'm 5'9", just so you guys can get a idea of how this chair is looking for me. Now, in conclusion, I'm in love with the new direction that these new gaming chairs are going towards. I still prefer my in-body, but if you're looking to save $700, this chair is coming in at $900. I think this is a solid chair. Not perfect, but it's a very solid choice, and I'm happy with the direction that gaming chairs are going towards. Now, I know Razer has a new one that came out. This Asus one is really nice as well. So if you're like me and you've been kind of looking for a chair with a headrest, kind of has that gamer aesthetic, but also sexy, sophisticated, I don't think you can go wrong with the Asus Destrier. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for this review of the Asus Destrier. That is my experience. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer. All right, it has been your boy BT saying peace.